Surya Namaskara sun salutation flow. It's like I got this light beam right connected into my crown. Wow. Uh, and we are going to be focusing our sun salutation C, Surya Namaskar C, with the Ujjayi breath. This our focus this week is our Ujjayi breath. We also want to bring week 6, the koshas, our single point of focus, and our philosophy is Satya purity. Satya purity. So thinking of purity of mind, I'm going to go over here where the sun is not so bright. Purity of our mind, purity, of course, the body cleansing, but also cleansing the mind and keeping the thoughts pure in the mind. That's what we're focused on this week, so we can think of that purity. And I'm going to open up. Well, I'll wait till we start, but let's do a nice grounding meditation, and we'll start in with our Surya Namaskara, sun salutation C. Finding a nice comfortable seat, feeling those sits bones on the earth, and drop that breath down to the lower abdomen, the belly, dropping it nice and low. You can come all the way down to the pelvic floor almost, the breath. As you inhale, feeling the belly expand, filling everything with prana and life force. You can gently engage that mula bandha. And as you exhale, feel that navel come in towards the spine. Continuing some breaths here. Deep belly breathing. And inviting the body to make this the normal way of breathing. This is the healthiest way to breathe. And checking in, scanning the physical body first, just noticing where it is, any sensations. Always neutral observer. And then diving in and noticing the inner universe, pratyahara. Inner aliveness, pulsations and vibrations inside your being. Diving to those emotions, what's arising, not pushing anything away, no judgment. Just being here for yourself, acknowledging yourself for where you're at with great self-love. This week we are turning the criticizer into a complimenter. So we are always complimenting ourselves on things this week, whatever it is we do. Just tell yourself you rock, you're amazing, you're so competent. Tell yourself how much you love yourself, how beautiful you are inside and out. We're transforming any kind of negative conversation and really bringing on all that complimenting and praising, doting over ourselves and acknowledging ourselves for the good and the greatness that we are. And then take this moment to set an intention for yourself. It could be for this practice, it could be for this year, this week, it could be a lifetime intention. feeling those emotions. You have that right now. And releasing that with a this or better, this or better, this or better. Beautiful job. I'm going to stand up. I'm going to adjust this, make it a little bit wider. Just learning this new Zoom. Okay. We're going to do some Surya Namaskara. So let's shake out. Still got that light. It's interesting. Not sure. Let's put this light here. Maybe I. Yeah, that helped. Yay. So shaking out, shaking the body out, some twists. The spine. Warming the body up a little bit. Beautiful. Some cross. Let's get that right and left brain integrated. Really good to do a little bit every day. Beautiful. And let's tap the body. Wake up the body. This will be detoxifying. It's a lot of this in Qigong. And the feet. Back of the body, the front of the body. And don't forget your thymus here. Tapping that with your fist gently. Waking up that immunity center. Keeping it healthy and strong. Beautiful. All right, let's do our breath of joy and then start our Surya Namaskara. 3 inhales and 1 giant exhale. First inhale, shoulder with shoulder height. Second is arms out, heart open. Third is up to the sky, and then exhaling down together. One more time. And hanging down. Nice forward fold and very, very slowly coming up 1 vertebra at a time. Feeling that nice connection like a string of pearls, 1 pearl at a time, coming up from the lower thoracics, upper, and then letting those cervicals lift your head up. And we're going to come to the front of the mat and let's go into our loops. First, let's bring our weight so it's equally balanced on both feet, the front of the feet, the back of the feet, the sides. So you feel that weight evenly distributed through your feet. And then move around so you can find that center of gravity for your body. Perfect. And then ankle loop, feeling a lift of the arches. Shin loop, engaging the calves. Thigh loop, feeling a lift of the knees. Everything in the front comes up. So thigh loop, pelvic loop, bringing that pelvis into neutral. Kidney loop, feeling the lift of those ribs. Shoulder loop, feeling that energy come right between the lips. Chin is parallel to the earth. The energy goes back, so the shoulders go back, and it goes down the back. So the shoulders drop down away from the ears. And then skull loop, your head is reaching up higher and higher, like there's a string pulling you up. And you become a little bit taller. Beautiful. And this is a very active pose, even though it looks like we're just standing here. We're going to inhale into nice extended mountain, and Tadasana, even going into a little back bend. Deep inhale here. And exhale as you hinge forward. The hands can be on the waist. They can be giant angel wings, just never out in front of us. And coming down, you can come down to a block or you can come down to the earth. I like to bring my thumbs near my little toes. You can bend your knees a little bit if you need to and relax the head. Taking a few breaths in this beautiful forward fold, engaging those bandhas and breathe. And bring in that Ujjayi breath. Inhale halfway up. Seeing if we can use that Ujjayi breath throughout the whole practice. As a focus to be more present. Listening to that breath as you flow through the flow and exhaling back into forward fold. Just gently engaging that glottis muscle so you can hear yourself breathe. Sounds like the ocean or Darth Vader breathing. Inhaling, lifting the head and the heart, bringing that right leg back into Anjaneyasana, high lunge. Squaring those hips. Back thigh engaged. And breathe. Engaging the bandhas and breathe. Ujjayi breath. One more breath here. And on the exhale, moving into down dog. Heart and heels are coming down towards the earth. Tailbone is sticking up. Thighs are back. Head is resting between the hands. Fingers are spread. Engage those bandhas and let's bring in that Ujjayi breath. Bringing all our present moment focus on that breath. One more breath. And next inhale, coming to a plank. And find your plank, whether you want to be in a high plank or drop those knees into low plank. And let's coming down with chaturanga, nice and slowly. And scooping up into your up dog. Strong arms, gentle back bend. And let's breathe here using Ujjayi breath. One more breath. And scooping those toes back under, back into your downward facing dog. And using the Ujjayi breath, heels and heart coming towards the earth, engaging the bandha. Bandhas. Ujjayi breath, fully present to the breath, to this moment as it is, as it isn't. Adho Mukta Svanasana. Next, inhale, lifting the head, lifting the heart, looking between your hands, walking or stepping or jumping that right foot back between the hands. to move into high lunge, Shaneyasana on this side. Heel coming towards the earth, front knee over the ankle. Shoulders are rested down, but arms are up. Feel that back thigh engaged and the hips square. Gauge the bandhas and breathe. Ujjayi breath. Beautiful job. And bringing the hands down to the mat. Bring that back foot up and resting in your nice, beautiful forward fold. You can grab the elbows to deepen it. And bringing in that Ujjayi breath, fully present to the self, to the moment. Noticing body sensations. And inhale, coming up into half forward fold. Whether you want to touch down to the earth or just below the knees on the shins. Taking your breath here or two. The next exhale, coming back down to Uttanasana, forward fold. Finding your variation for your arms. Next inhale, hinging up. And all the way up, and we're going to do another Surya Namaskara flow with some variations in it. So let's move into our mountain, and let's go into a little half moon as we move side to side, opening up the side body. Our Surya Namaskara, keeping the breath flowing. And coming back to center and into our back bend, inhaling and exhaling as we hinge forward. Forward fold. Let's do a little open stretch here. Adding some variations. Keeping that Ujjayi breath flowing throughout the whole practice. Moving to the other side. And coming into half forward fold for a breath. Back into forward fold for a breath. Inhale that right leg back, dropping that knee. And let's lunge forward. Feel that hip opening up. And bring the knee back a little if you like. Just opening up and feeling the sensations in the hip. Keeping that Ujjayi breath flowing. Sinking those hips down a little more even maybe. And lunging back as you straighten that front leg. Feel it. Nice stretch. You might want to flex and extend that front foot. And breathe. And flowing back and forth into your Lunge rocks at your own pace, your own rhythm, fully present to that beautiful Ujjayi breath, your body and body sensations. If thinking comes in, come back to Ujjayi and body sensations. And coming back to center, and we're going to get into a table. Knees are under the hips, and the hands, fingers are spread or right under the shoulders. Let's move into our cat-cow. Inhaling into cow, to arch the back, stick the tailbone out, lift the head and the heart. And exhaling into cat, tucking that tailbone, rounding the back, and the head looks down towards the thighs and belly. Moving back and forth into our cow, which is extension, and our cat, which is a flexion of the spine. Finding your pace. Present to the breath and sensations. Maybe next time you come into your cat, you can bring those hips back. Feel that nice stretch on the lower back. You move side to side. Just enjoying those beautiful sensations in the body. As you move. Maybe some circles with the hips. Focus is on your Ujjayi breath and sensations, making sure to go both ways if you decide to circle the hips. And finding your beautiful flow. With your cat-cow, your pace, little spontaneous movements that feel good for you and your body. And coming back to center, back into your table. And let's curl those toes under and move into our downward facing dog as you lift those hips. And let's move into some walking the dog. Dropping one heel down, opposite knee bends. And breathe and bask in those beautiful sensations. Fully present with yourself, your body, every layer of your being. Noticing that nice stretch on the back of the calves. And coming back to center, and we're going to hinge into a push-up plank position. And you can drop the knees if you like, and I invite you, if you like, to do a few push-ups. And we can use those arms, that arm strength. It might be one or two push-ups or more. Just find where you're at today. And when you're done, coming all the way down onto the earth, resting the head to one side, and connecting with the earth. You can be that sponge, absorbing the earth energies into your body. Whatever it is that you may need, knowing you are earth energy. Let's bring our heads to center. Let's thank the earth for its gifts. And let's do something a little different today. Instead of our airplane, let's do a little bow. So you can bring these feet up. Now this is when a strap can be very helpful. This is when you can use a strap in this. If you're not able to reach, your feet, you can always use a strap. You can take the strap, wrap it around, and there, you can reach your feet. That's a way to use the strap. And so we'll grab the tops of the feet, and on the next inhale, lifting the head, the heart, the thighs up into a nice bow. And engage the bandhas and breathe using Ujjayi breath. Opens the shoulders, nice back bend. One more breath. Releasing on the exhale. And let's push back into child's pose. Take a couple breaths there using your Ujjayi breath. And focusing in on the self. Maybe give yourself some beautiful acknowledgments and compliments. And coming up to table pose. And let's curl those toes under, move back into our downward facing dog. Let's lift that left leg up into three-legged dog. Nice little variation. And let's bring that knee to the nose and lift it up. And bring that knee to the nose and lift it up one last time. You can bend that knee and open up the hip if you like. Ujjayi breath. One more Ujjayi breath. And coming back to center and bringing that left leg down. Let's kick that right leg out behind us. So if I'm falling down. And bring that knee in. Kicking the leg out. And bringing the knee in. And one more time, kicking that out. Bringing the knee in. And then kicking it out. And bending the leg, opening up the hip to the right. And breathe. One more breath here. Coming back to center, and let's swoop that leg all the way through between the hands. Drop that back knee. We'll move into some lunge rocks on this side. Just like to lunge forward to begin with and open up the hip. Making some little micro movements. Basking in those beautiful body sensations. And let's bring in the Ujjayi breath. Straightening the leg as you lunge back, maybe some flexion and extension of the foot. So noticing the beautiful sensations. Enjoying this flow. Fully present to the self. And coming back to center. And we're going to curl that back foot up, straighten that back leg, bring the back foot up to the front in our forward fold. Find your favorite way to deepen the pose, or bring your arms and hands, and relaxing in this nice forward fold for another breath. Coming up into half. Exhaling back into full. And on the next inhale, lifting the head, lifting the heart. We're going to move right into our flowing breath. So inhale into our mountain Tadasana. Exhaling forward fold, Uttanasana. Inhaling lunge, Anjane. Exhaling our down dog. Mukta Svanasana. And up dog. Nice swooping right into it. And back to down dog. Inhale, lunge, high lunge. Can keep the hands down if it's too fast. Exhale into forward fold. Inhale, half forward fold. Exhale, forward fold, Uttanasana. Inhaling into our mountain. Final Tadasana, bringing the hands in front of the heart in Anjali Mudra. Noticing the beautiful sensations in your body. Energy moving inside your body. A dynamic energy field within you. Coming back to center, and we're going to practice. We're going to add a balance into all of our practices now, and then do a little extra on Fridays. And this week's in-person is going to be a balancing flow. We've done a lot of tree, so I thought we would do a little hand to foot. This is when you want to use something for stability. You can use a wall, of course. You can use chair. So if I was to come to this side, if I needed a little extra support, I could bring my hand to the chair. Now this is hand to foot, so it's a little harder. Sometimes if you back up against a wall, to give you some stability in the beginning, you can bring that foot up, reach it, and then bring it out. So let's do it in a balancing. Find what you need. Either you need something to hold on to, you need something to stabilize you in the back. So when you begin your balancing poses, you have a little bit of help in the wall. So we're going to bring all our weight into the left standing leg to start. Very little on this right standing leg. Feel that left standing leg rooting into the earth like a tree trunk with roots, even though we're not in a tree. Imagine that being a tree trunk with giant root systems. And then we're going to bring the right leg up. We're going to bring the hands underneath the foot and then straighten that foot out. And then see how straight you can get your back. And breathe. If you come out, just go back in. Find a drishti. One more breath. And then coming back. Beautiful. Remember, you can stand up against the wall. And we're going to move our weight and our energy into the right standing leg. Imagining that's a tree trunk. Very little weight on the left. Finding that solid foundation there. And then lifting the left leg up. Bringing the hands underneath. Also hold on to your toe. And then straightening the leg. Standing up straight if you can. Find your drishti and breathe. One more breath. And coming out. Beautiful job. Let's move into a standing yoga mudra, clasping the hands behind the back, opening up the chest, bringing the shoulder blades together if you can, and then hinging forward. And bringing the arms up to where it feels for you that you can bring them up. Relaxing the head, shaking that head out. Engage the bandhas and let's breathe. Using that Ujjayi breath. And on your exhale, releasing the hands, coming down, coming to a seated position. Feel the beautiful chair here. Back to its spot. We'll sit for a 10-minute mindfulness meditation. And our focus is Ujjayi breath. So simply breathing in the Ujjayi breath. And as you breathe and you relax, if your mind gets distracted by thought, just bring it back to that Ujjayi breath focus. All your attention on that Ujjayi breath. And engage those bandhas to enhance the breath work and the meditation. All the attention on that Ujjayi breath. All your focused concentration on that Ujjayi breath. One more minute. And bring yourself back to this moment, scanning the body, physical, diving into Pratyahara, the inner dynamic energy field and aliveness. Basking in that emotional ocean, that Manamaya Kosha. And bringing yourself back to that intention that you set at the beginning of practice. And releasing that intention, whether this or better, this or better, this or better. And we'll conclude our practice with a Namaste prayer. You can put your hands in Anjali Mudra if you like. I honor the place in you in which the entire universe dwells. I honor the place in you which is of love, light, truth, and peace. When you are in that place in you and I am in that place in me, we are one. Namaste. Thank you for joining me for this Surya Namaskara practice. Focus on Ujjayi. Please go to ecstaticyoga.studio. Check out more information on our yoga retreats and yoga teacher trainings. Wishing you a most beautiful and most blessed day. Namaste.